is Commodore Bissett waving cheerily from the bridge. Four years after Alamein, in the Albert Hall, London, Monty talks to 5,000 of the 500,000 who won that battle.
That'll be the order of the day. When the speeches are over, get together and talk with your friends for the rest of the evening and have a jolly good evening. I hope the beer will last out.
Doreen Harris sang the song our men adopted in the desert.
You weep today and say you'll soon be gay. You
The Field Marshal made more than one address on Alamein night.
Now, gentlemen, this is the 4th anniversary of the Battle of Alamein. And I'm delighted to welcome in this hall such a large gathering of all those who fought with me in that battle. But what we're all particularly glad to do is to welcome the leader of our nation in the late war, the leader who brought us through that was the leader. He brought us through the dark days and he led us out into the sunlight of victory. Now I think it's well for us here today to recall how dark were the days through which he led us. And I doubt if ever before in her long history if Britain had ever been in such deadly danger. And then out of England came a voice. We shall defend our island, whatever the course may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. And we shall never surrender.
Then, on the subject of the 8th Army...
And what a wonderful army ours was, the 8th Army of immortal fame. Together, you and I, we went from Alamein to halfway up Italy. We never lost a battle, and we never gave up a yard of ground, never. Some of us are still in the army. I am. Some of us are back in civil life. But wherever we are, this is the point, wherever we are, let us never forget the comradeship and unselfishness of the battlefield in time of war. Great comradeship, great unselfishness. Every man pulling on the same rope, and every individual subordinating his own interests for the benefit of the community in which he lived and fought. Now, it was that spirit of comradeship and unselfishness that pulled us through the difficult days of war. And I put it to you that it will be that spirit, that same spirit, which will pull us through the difficult days that lie ahead. Same spirit, without a doubt. Now, I don't want to keep you any longer. I thank you very much indeed for listening to me so well. I'm very grateful.
Applause came again when Winston Churchill mounted the rostrum.
Soldiers and comrades, I thank you very much for your kindly welcome. And I must thank General Montgomery for all the... I'm coming to that later. For all the compliments which he paid me. Of course, politicians don't always like having their old speeches flung up at them, but I didn't think they were so bad, after all, when I heard them read out by him.
On the subject of austerity, Mr. Churchill went on to compare Monty with Stonewall Jackson.
The greatest self-indulgence which Stonewall Jackson ever allowed himself in wartime, a luxury which he reserved for most memorable occasions, was to suck a lemon. On the many days when I visited Montgomery on the morrow or the eve of important battles, or while they were in progress, I'm glad to assure you that I cannot remember that the bill of fare was so severely restricted. Otherwise, I might not have followed the operation so closely.
The demand for autographs was too strong to be granted then and there, but Monty brought Mr. Churchill forward to receive the really great ovation.
All over the world owes you a debt. Good luck to you all. God bless you. The 8th Army forever.
Yes, indeed. The 8th Army forever.
This is Movietone. Lionel Gamlin reporting.